Since you're creating all of your labels in Ordoro, the shipment status needs to be updated in your cart, and Ordoro's tracking writeback will make sure those updates are made automatically. There are many ways to enter tracking information in Ordoro, so you can create a workflow that fits your fulfillment process. If you're creating labels, the tracking is automatically saved and updated in your cart. However, you can also enter tracking for drop shipments in a variety of ways. And you can set tracking emails to be sent directly from Ordoro if you've created manual orders or if your cart does not send out the notifications. So this tutorial is just going to demonstrate all the ways to enter tracking information for your orders and how that syncs back to the customer or the cart or anything like that. So let's get started by finding an order and awaiting fulfillment. Select the order here. And then in additional options, this is how we would send a notification to the customer directly from Ordoro if the sales channel is not doing it or something like that, or if you just want them to get a notification directly from Ordoro. What you'll do is select Notify Bill To or Notify Ship To, whichever you prefer, and it's going to take the Bill To or Ship To email address on the order, and when you hit Create Label, it's going to send an email to them with all that tracking information so that they can go ahead and track it and everything. And this is what it's going to look like. It'll have whatever logo you've set up, your email address, as well as the tracking information here so that they can follow that link and track it. And then it also shows the items that were in that shipment. Now, since this was an order that was actually placed on a sales channel, we also automatically write that tracking back to the sales channel. And if you ever want to check on that and see how that, if it went back successfully, if you can hover over this timeline here, you'll see that we were, as soon as you created the label, there's a note that we were attempting to notify that it was shipped, and then a confirmation that it was successfully notified. So this order was marked as shipped in your cart. If it had failed for any reason, there would be a notice here. Instead of saying notified, it would say there was an error notifying. So you can always check on that. Now, let's say we are entering tracking information for a drop shipment order or an order that maybe the tracking was created outside of Ordoro. What we can do for that one is go to drop shipments and expand whichever order you want to enter tracking information for. And we'll hit this Enter Tracking Info button. So from here, you can enter whatever shipper it was, whatever their method was, whatever, it was shipped out as, the tracking number, the cost. You can modify the ship date if you need to, or it'll just set it as now. And here you can also do the Notify Bill To or Notify Ship To if you want to send that out. And then once that's all accurate, just hit Save. And this is going to do the same thing. This will mark this order as shipped and send a notification back to the cart with that tracking information. Now, let's say with your drop shipping, you do this a lot. I mean, they send you a lot of tracking numbers at once. We also have the option to update it in bulk instead of manually one by one. You'd go to our data import, select create tracking numbers, and we'll go ahead and download an example file and take a look at that. Pull that up here. All right, and we'll see here that this file has, once again, the required columns are the order number, the tracking number, the carrier name, and that's all that's actually required. Order number, tracking number, and carrier name. But for all of the other fields, we can also enter that. You'll see that we have the Notify Bill To and Notify Ship To here. We can set that as false. And then the Notify Cart, we can set that as true or false, whatever we would like it to be. So if these are examples of orders where you don't want the tracking information to go to the cart, you can prevent that. Most people don't, though, and I would suggest setting that all to true so that your customers get the notifications if you are not emailing them from Ordoro. And then once you have that all set up, you would just drag and drop it into data import, and it would update those files, those orders, and send the tracking information back to the carts for any of those orders. There's also an option to send that via the API, so if you want a custom integration to the supplier, you can do that and just send it all automatically back through the API so it's hands-off and you're not manually entering tracking for dropship orders or anything like that. And that's it for entering the tracking information. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.